What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Real Comic Book Talk. I'm here with my man Roye Okupe.
Yep.
Man, last year we covered E.X.O, one of his books. Alright? This year he has Malika. Malika started out last year, but now we have part 2. Yep. Part 1 was like that. So part 2, explain a little bit about part 2. I mean, you know, without giving too much information.
Yeah, so I mean, Malika is it's a historical fiction, historical fantasy that takes place in pre-colonial West Africa in the 15th century. So you get to see what Africa looks like I said, in the 15th century. You get to see what an African queen looked like, you know, in control, in power, and also defending the empire from threats both within and also external as well too. And you know, the reason I created this company was because I wanted to be able to create these characters that you know, that can be positive influences for African Americans, Africans in diaspora, and Africans all over the globe as well too. Because you don't get to see a lot of that. Thank God for Black Panther now.
Yeah,
but,
right, exactly.
You know, we need more, and people need to be able to have variety when it comes to that. So Malika Part 2 actually continues Malika's story, and this is actually the first time you're going to see the connection between Malika and E.X.O, which was my first book. So you begin to see the universe take shape, and how these things connect, and how I bridge the gap between fantasy and science fiction, and it's done in a very creative way.
Alright, so you said it's West African.
West African, yes.
So is your inspiration from a queen that was back in the day, or is it just somebody that you're doing yourself?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Malika is actually inspired by a real African queen called Queen Amina of Zazzau. And I took a lot of her personal story and used that as inspiration for Malika's story. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to create a character that felt real. Okay. A character that, as you read, you know that part of what you're reading actually happened in African history. Right. Okay. And you know, that for me, that was something that was very important, because I'm also a huge proponent of having, you know, strong Black female characters. Definitely. That is something that I feel like it's lacking a lot. Yeah. And again, thank God for Black Panther and the Dora Milaje.
Right. Exactly.
And you can just see how powerful those things can be when you see them visually. When you see, you know, not just, you know, Black African female characters, but just a female empowerment in general. I feel like it's something that it's a huge gap in the comic book industry, and you know, that's why Malika is such a huge hit.
All right. So, as we were talking before we got on film, we were talking about you're trying to get a TV show. Yes. Now, I agree with it. I think that we need more Black television shows, you know, to empower everybody. Yes. Can you explain something about that? Definitely.
I think that's the logical next step for us. Right now, I've written 6 books, 6 graphic novels, and I have 3 ongoing graphic novel series, the E.X.O series, the Malika series, and the Windmaker series. So now the logical next step is to try to see how we can transition, because as great as the comic books are, there's a lot of people that don't read comic books. Right. A lot more people watch like animation or watch like, so we want to get into you know, that market as well too. So Netflix if you're watching, Hulu if you're watching, Amazon if you're watching, you know, that's really what we want to try and get it on these platforms that people are able to stream. You know, because you know, just feel like it's logically the next great step to see our characters, you know, in that medium as well too. Okay.
All right, look, for everybody who's watching and everything like that, this is a good book. All of his books are good books. He needs support. We need support. He needs support. We want to see this on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, anywhere. So if you can, man, what's your website, man? We want to try to get as many people as possible to start getting
you can find me on uniquestudios.com, and that's YOUNEEK, and then the word studios, plural.com, and that's basically the hub for everything. My books, my social media is at Unique Studios as well too, but you can get my books online as well too, and I usually do a lot of interest and discounts as well too, so please check it out. And actually you can read for free when you register on the website, so even if you don't want to buy, get on there, subscribe, and you'll be able to get 100 free pages from my different graphic novels. That's a deal that you can't really get anywhere.
Definitely, man. Hey, here's a little bit of E.X.O. Oh no, it's over now.
Oh, it's over. Yeah, but yeah, you can actually catch that on the website too. You can get the E.X.O animation on the website as well too. So you'll be able to see what we're working on as well too.
All right, man. Well, look, good luck, man. I'm gonna support you.
As usual. As you always do. As you always do.
Keep up the good work.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys.